2008 Pontiac Grand Prix, and I wanted to run an amp wire in my wife's car. Most guys run it on the driver's side. They run it from the batteries on the passenger side of the car, and then they run it up over the engine, and then they find a hole somewhere over on the driver's side and bring it into the car from there. I don't like doing that. I wanted to run the wire all the way down the passenger car. I'm going to run my RCA down the driver's side, but I wanted my amp on the passenger side because I just don't see the point in running a whole bunch of line up and over the car. So I went ahead and drilled through the firewall. As you can see here, I've got a little bit of the insulation pulled away. Obviously I have the carpet pulled back. I don't know that you really need to pull the side panel or the trim piece off, but it does lift up. It doesn't slide out, it lifts up. I started from the back, just used a little pry bar and just kind of worked its way up. And you can see here the retainer clips. You can kind of see how that fits in there. And then the front one, you do have to pull towards the back of the car. So anyhow, you got this particular grommet, and what you're looking for is this guy right here. I think it goes all the way through the firewall and bolts on the other side. But I went over, I don't know what, 3 inches maybe, drilled straight through, and let's go up to the engine. I'll show you where that pops out. Now, lighting might be kind of fun to deal with here, but we'll see if we can make it work. Alright, so let me see if I can get that to focus a little better. You can kind of barely see that thing poking through the firewall right there, and it goes right above that wiring harness. So obviously you're going to want to end up, there's a little bolt or kind of a nut. It's a real cheap looking nut. It looks like this. This is the same one, the same type of nut that came off the radiator overflow, which you do have to pull those 2 bolts or two nuts and then lift it up out of the way, as you can see here. Anyhow, where I drilled through, it's like a perfect location. It's not too high, it's not too low. You can get to it easy. Then I just have zip tied it all the way along that stock harness, and I'm basically just gonna bring it up to the battery.